Hello and welcome back to some more Football Manager 2021 and part 69 of the Sir Alex Ferguson Challenge with Aston Villa. Today we start Season 8 as defending Premier League and FA Cup champions. I'll show you the transfers that we've got in. We've also got a brand new stadium that is going to be under construction, and of course we've got the Community Shield against Manchester United before the opening day match of the Premier League season against Norwich City. So, since the last episode, obviously a few months have passed. As I say, the club have or are building a new stadium. It's not going to be here until 2029. So, yeah, we have got 2 seasons at Villa Park, and then we're going to move into the George Ramsay Stadium, which is a 57,000 capacity stadium. And we're looking forward to getting into that. So we've got 2 more years at Villa Park. What sort of success can we bring in that time? Let's have a little look at transfers, and it is goodbye to one of the series legends, unfortunately, but I will explain it in a little bit. So on the outgoings then, we have had Alexander Sørloth. He's gone to Everton as part of a part exchange. I'll show you who we've brought him in for in a minute. James Maddison has come in for or gone to Arsenal for 23.5 million. We did sign him for 50 odd million a few years ago, but he is 30 years old now. Didn't really play too much last season, so I thought we'd cash in on him while we had the chance. Glatzel's gone out on loan to Brighton. Hopefully he'll have a good season there. This next one, daylight robbery. We got rid of Calvert-Lewin for 49.5 million. I know we signed him for 55 million back 4 seasons ago now. But last season in particular, didn't really have the best of seasons. Scored 5 goals in 16 appearances, and 50 million for a 30-year-old who didn't score many goals last season seemed like a crazy amount of money, really. He has scored 4 goals in pre-season for Norwich, so it could come back to bite us, and he'll probably play against us today. We also said goodbye to Tanguy Ndombele. He wanted to leave. He felt he wasn't getting enough football, so a £30 million offer came in for him from Bournemouth, and I happily accepted that. As a player who, hasn't played too much over the last couple of seasons. Lucas went for free to Napoli. NEYMAR, this is the one I'm gutted about. He's gone to Santos for £3.9 million. He's still a fantastic player. As we all know, he had his best season ever at the football club last year. 17 goals and 16 assists in 33 appearances, 7.32 average rating. But as soon as Santos came in for an offer, NEYMAR said he wanted to go, which he did in January as well. He did say he wanted to go back to Brazil. We managed to get him to sign another year's contract, and we were hoping that he would stay for one more season as our captain, the man that's led us to success last season. But he did go, and that was his decision. We also got rid of Emile Smith-Rowe for 20.5 million, could rise to 26 million in the future. And also Luis Suarez, who we brought in last season on a part exchange. He's gone to Shakhtar Donetsk. He did okay last season, but certainly his form dropped off after Christmas. So, on the incomings then, quite a few players we've brought in on loan. The first one was Moise Kean. We 27-year-old Italian. We managed to offload Alexander Sørloth in this deal as well. I was pretty happy with this one. He's worth £38 million and had a very good season in the Premier League last year. Scored 17 goals and has had very, very good seasons since 2023. So I think he'll be a top quality player for us. So Moise Kean has come in. Christian Pulisic has come in for £62 million from Chelsea. 28-year-old American, still fantastic attributes. Has played very, very well over the last few seasons for Chelsea, although didn't play too much football over the last 2 seasons. But I'm hoping to get him playing well again on the right wing. We've brought in Moussa Barrow from PSG in on loan. Again, a good player. Probably in the similar vein of Thomas Lemar. mean, look at that. He played 7 times last season and scored 4 goals. He's come in as a sort of cover for left wing and up top. Cucho, Juan Hernandez has come in for £24 million. 28-year-old Colombian striker, has been deadly in the Premier League over the last few years. Since he got promoted with Norwich in Season 1. The highlight being that season where he scored 24 goals in 35 appearances. Definitely somebody that I think we can bring in and score a few goals. Carlos Vinícius comes in as well, £15 million, 20-year-old Brazilian goalkeeper. He is actually a wonder kid, so could very much deputise for Diogo Costa this year. Yeah, I'm happy with that one. Quite a cheap signing, and actually Santos made a loss on him in the end, which is quite funny, really. We've also brought in Jamie Jordan, new record signing, maybe this year's John Reyes. £90 million we've spent on this guy, Jamie Jordan. He isn't actually a wonder kid anymore. He was a wonder kid when he was at Newcastle. Some disgusting attributes. He's come in as the direct NEYMAR replacement. He can play up top as well if we did require him to. Over the last 2 seasons at Newcastle, he's performed very well for them, and he's a young English winger who I think we can mould into the type of player that we want. Marash Kumbula from Man United, £24.5 million. He's a 27-year-old Albanian centre-back, got excellent heading, excellent marking, excellent tackling, decent pace, excellent mentals. I thought this was a no-brainer, really. He's played very well whenever he's played for United. Signed for them for £65 million a few seasons ago, and we managed to snap him up for 24.5. We also signed Marcos Antonio from Man United for £14.5 million. Just 14 million. He's been a good player over the last few years in that central midfield position. Again, some excellent attributes. Good passing, decent long shots, good first touch, good dribbling, good pace as well, and can play as a defensive midfielder if we need him to. Yeah, I'm happy with that one. 27-year-old Brazilian player, him. We brought in Mohamed Salah on a free transfer, sort of a like-for-like NEYMAR replacement was my thinking. Unfortunately, he came in and torn his knee ligament, so he won't be playing for the first half of the season, but still got some good attributes. Still, has played reasonably well in the Premier League the last couple of years, and it was only 3 seasons ago they scored 25 goals in 33 appearances, so I think he can still score a few goals for us, and is definitely cover on that right hand side. We brought in Andrew Robertson as a backup left back. He's 33 years old now. He's going to be starting out as our number 1 this season, but him, Gaia and Kurt will all rotate. I thought it was a good little signing to get in. He's played very, very well throughout the save and is a dependable, experienced left-back choice. The whole idea this summer has been getting some depth in for the Champions League. We've also brought in Simon Palmer in on loan from Chelsea. He's 22 years old, looks fairly decent, 2.5-star ability, 3-star potential. Has played a smattering of games in the Premier League over the last few years. Very much just a squad player for us. And Barry Rowland for £2.4 million has come in from Manchester United. Some good attributes, a decent scout report. Could go up to 4.5 stars in the future. Did actually play for Man United a few years ago in the league. He is 20 years old, Englishman, and he's gone out on loan to fellow Premier League side Blackburn this season, so we'll see how he gets on. So I'm pretty happy with that transfer window, if I'm honest with you. We've held on to most of our best players. We've improved in certain areas as well and brought in some more young, fresh blood, which I'm really, really happy for. The media are not so optimistic about our chances for retaining the title this year. They think we'll finish 7th. We're 25 to 1 to win the title. That's probably the best odds we've ever had to win it. So we can be fairly happy with that. They seem to think that's our strongest lineup. If you look on the right hand side, we haven't got too many of the key players, but Barrow and Rice are in there. Anyone else doesn't look like it. But we've got the Premier League Golden Boot player. We've got Jamie Jordan, one of the most exciting players in the Premier League, and yeah, this is the team that we're going for. No nonsense of trying a new tactic today. We've got Diogo Costa starting in goal with Estevez, Norman Williamson, Kumbulla and Robertson in defence. We've then got Declan Rice and Marcus Antonio in the middle of the park, with Pulisic and Jamie Jordan starting wide of John Reyes and Juan Hernandez up top. So let's get into it then. This is a chance to show how we're playing. Man United finished second last season. They were one of our closest challengers. And I'm looking forward to it. So, yeah, fans have been fantastic for us. Let's go and win another trophy for them. That would be really, really nice if we could go and do that. But, here we go. Let's see. So, there's the team. Looking very, very strong. And you can see most of the real top performers from last season are still in there. Unfortunately, Neymar's, gone his separate ways. But, that's just the way it goes, really. This probably would have been his last season anyway. So, I didn't want to upset him. He's been a great servant to the club, and I'm sure we'll have him back in some capacity in the future. Robertson gets the corner in. Bruno Fernandes gets it away. He has a Hakimi now, but it's cut out by Thomas Estevez. He has Robertson to Cucho now. Cucho cuts inside. What's he going to do with it? He's still going. Didn't have the finishing product there, but that's good movement already. And I do think this front four could be a real deadly a proposition going forward. We have got Tammy Abraham and Moise Keane on the bench. Obviously, Tom Good, an excellent midfielder as well. So, we really are building some fantastic foundations. And I do think we'll struggle to retain the title this year. But, this is all about proving that it wasn't a fluke. Let's finish in the top four and let's make sure that we're consistent in challenging for the title. That's the whole idea this year. And hopefully we can pull it off. We did actually beat Man United in pre-season for Paul Pogba's testimonial. So, we've got form against them. And hopefully we can see that today. Robertson to Jamie Jordan now. Jamie Jordan pushing forward here. What's he going to do with it? He's still going. Jamie Jordan, now here he is again, and Jamie Jordan gets his first Aston Villa goal. That is brilliant. It was a wonderful, incisive move forward, and John Reyes provided the final assist there. It was a good ball forward here from Jamie Jordan to Reyes, who laid him off, and then Jamie Jordan with the finish. And it's 1-0 to the Villa at half-time, and you'd say it's been a fairly even match so far. Which we'd expect against Man United. We can make plenty of substitutions today. That is something that we should look to do. So Marcus Antonio not having the best of games, so we're going to get Hady Henry in there. And we'll bring Cucho off Moise Keane and see how he gets on in this match. We don't want to take this game too seriously, but it will inform what we want to do going forward with the Norwich game, and maybe inform what that starting 11 will look like. And the next few weeks will be a case of trying to get these players integrated into the side and trying to make sure that we're cohesive, and we're generally slow starters to the season. So last year we only won 2 games by the end of September, but still ended up winning the title by 10 points or something. So, it's not panic stations if we don't get off to a good start, but we'd not complain. We're gonna bring on some fresh attackers. I'm also gonna bring on Brindley for Norman Williamson, and hopefully that will all work out nicely. Lots of substitutions, just giving people some game time in a Wembley final. And, here's Angel Gomez, gets it forward. It's a good save from Diogo Costa, that. And he gets it away towards Abraham. And now he has Estevez on the right-hand side. Estevez gets it forward to Tammy Abraham into Jamie Jordan, who scores another goal. That was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant from Tammy Abraham. And Jamie Jordan making that run inside. He's got something that Neymar didn't have in his final years, and that's the pace. Look at this. He manages to run in and score a brilliant goal, and it's 2-1. With 10 minutes to go, it looks like we may well be getting our hands on that famous shield again for the third time in the series. And I think we can be absolutely delighted about that. And there it is. We have won the Community Shield. It's another trophy in the bank. And look at these players stepping up. And, you know, I think they should be thrilled with themselves today. They played really, really well. And we're going to lift that trophy. Another trophy. Another chapter in the Aston Villa story. And there it goes. It's lifted up. And our captain this season is going to be Declan Rice. I keep calling him Dominic. Well, I might just change his name, actually. That would make it easier. But there you go. We have won the Community Shield. I think we can be happy with that. We're going to get some lovely media feedback. And Jamie Jordan showing why we spent 90 million on him. Very, very good today. There's the medals for the Community Shield. We've led them to glory. Jordan on form. We'll put our arm around him and say he was superb. And hopefully that'll make him like us a little bit. Glatzel doing decently at Brighton as well, which is nice to see. And yeah, very happy with that. I do just want to see how our reputation's going. We're nearly 4-star in the reputation, which is good. You can see most of our bars are pretty high, other than media handling, and our attributes are getting better and better. Look at that. 20 tactical, 20 mental, 20 player knowledge, 20 youngster knowledge. That is awesome. Awesome to see. 17 working with youngsters. We'll settle for that. That's very, very good. Let's see how we get on against Norwich then. Okay, so just the one change for the Norwich City match. I've brought in Hayley Henry into the middle of the field to replace Marcos Antonio. So let's get into it then against Norwich. First day of our Premier League title defence. This is the sort of match that we should be winning. And no doubt Dominic Calvert-Lewin will stop us from doing that. Will Hughes is in there. Christine is in there. He's one of our old players as well. Interesting. We'll see how it goes today. Let's go and say we should win this fairly comfortably, because we should. You know, we've got to have high expectations this season. And Andrew Robertson, is already injured. That's exactly what the plan was. He had an excellent game against Man United as well, but Emre Kurt, awesome replacement to have in there. Obviously, a wonder kid in this game as well. So, you know, we are blessed with some wonderful young players. Calvert-Lewin's there, and that was a big chance early on. He was offside, but already getting in dangerous areas. And you know, maybe it's been a wake-up call for him to be playing at a Premier League winning side, and we didn't want him the next season. And, you know, maybe it has woke him up a little bit of, hang on, I actually have to turn up to get my wage slip every week, you know, if I want to be playing at the top level. Pulisic gets it forward to Reyes now. John Reyes on the ball. Is he going to get it in? Yes, he is, to Rice. And it's Cucho, and that's just wide. That was close. I think once he gets his first goal, he'll be flying, because he is a really good player. Here's Emre. Gets it to Jamie Jordan now. Hayley Henry cuts inside. He's still going, Henry, with the shot, but it's a good save from Batala there. But we are starting to come into the game. We are starting to look like the stronger of the two sides. Come on, boys. Emre gets it to Jordan, but Cucho cut it out. Is Rice going to get there? He does. Norman Williamson now. Forward to Rice. Rice gets it forward to Reyes. Reyes should have scored. That should have been his first goal of the season. But unfortunately he's missed it. Bowen into the middle now. Kumbulla away. Now here's Pulisic. Pulisic on this right-hand side. This is excellent. Forward to Reyes, and that was very, very poor. Yeah, that's not good to see, is it? Hope he's not getting complacent. Williamson, Rice to Estevez. That's forward to John Reyes again. Third chance of the match. And this one he manages to put into the back of the net. And that was probably the hardest one of all of his chances. And that was a good ball over the top from Thomas Estevez there. And John Reyes, one touch, and then stuck it into the back of the net. And it's 1-0 to the Villa just before half-time, which is exactly what you like to see. So hands in pockets. We've got to guard against complacency. So come on, let's do it. Let's do it. Right, Pulisic into the middle. Norman Williamson nearly gets his first goal of the campaign. I'm going to bring Moise Keane on again and see how he gets on. And Jamie Jordan being a bit quiet today, but here's Pulisic into the middle. Norman Williamson scores. Max Norman Williamson scored 8 goals, I believe, last season with his head, and there's the first one of this season, and it was a good little cross from Pulisic, postage stamp onto Norman Williamson's head, and there you go. There you go. 70 minutes gone, and we're 2-0 up. Balala gets it away. Now here's Pulisic. Gets it forward to Moise Keane now with his first chance. Oh, he hits the post. That was a good chance for him to stake a claim on a first team place there. Now then, I think we might do something like this. And then like this. What does that look like? Maybe that's even better. Let's do that. We'll have Reyes on the wide angle. He has missed a few chances today. Norwich haven't had a shot today, so we'll certainly settle for that defensively. That is a clean sheet and a half, isn't it? They had a shot right at the final whistle there. But there you go, 2-0. A very, very solid start to the season. John Reyes scoring today, which is nice. And, you know, a very defensively solid performance. If we do that every match this season, we'll win the title again, of course. Newcastle looking pretty good, 6-2. Crystal Palace 6-2 as well. It'll be interesting to see what business Newcastle have done this summer. Because, of course, you know, 90 million they got in from us. So, you know, who have they brought in? They've brought in this Restrepo guy. Who's just gone and scored 2 goals on his debut. So we'll keep an eye on him this season. But there we have it. That's the end of this video. If you've enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up down below. Subscribe for daily FM content from a Monday to a Friday. And I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.